What makes a good parent? According to ChatGPT,
Providing love and affection. Children need to feel loved and supported in order to thrive. Setting boundaries and establishing rules. It's important for children to understand what is expected of them and to have clear guidelines for behavior. Being consistent. Consistency helps children feel safe and secure, as they know what to expect. Being present. Children need attention and time from their parents in order to feel valued and supported. Communicating openly and honestly. Good communication is important for building trust and fostering a positive parent-child relationship. Providing a safe and stable environment. Children need a safe and stable home environment in order to feel secure and supported. Teaching and modeling good values. Parents should strive to teach their children good values and model these values in their own behavior. Being supportive. Parents should support their children's goals and interests and encourage them to be the best they can be. Being patient. Parenting can be challenging at times, and it's important for parents to be patient with their children and to remain calm in difficult situations. Seeking support. It's okay for parents to ask for help and support when they need it. No one is expected to be a perfect parent, and seeking support can help parents be the best they can be for their children.
when are the most important times for child development?
Child development occurs throughout a person's life, but some stages are more important than others. The first few years of life are particularly crucial for the development of a child's brain. During this time, children are learning and developing at a rapid pace, and they need a lot of love, care, and support to help them grow and thrive. The first year of life is an important time for a child's physical, cognitive, and social-emotional development. This is the time when babies learn to roll over, sit up, crawl, and walk. They also start to develop their senses, including sight, hearing, and touch, and they begin to recognize familiar faces and objects. The preschool years, ages 3 to 5, are also an important time for child development. During this time, children learn to communicate and interact with others, and they start to develop their own interests and hobbies. They also become more independent and start to develop their own sense of self. The school-age years, ages 6 to 11, are a time of continued growth and development. Children continue to develop their social skills and become more independent. They also start to learn more about the world around them and develop their own interests and hobbies. Adolescence, ages 12 to 18, is a time of significant change and development. During this time, teenagers go through physical, cognitive, and emotional changes as they transition into adulthood. They may also start to assert their independence and explore their own interests and values. Overall, child development is a continuous process that begins at birth and continues throughout a person's life. It is influenced by a wide range of factors, including genetics, the environment, and the experiences and interactions that a child has.
What is the most effective way to communicate with a child?
Effective communication with children is an important part of parenting and can help to strengthen the parent-child relationship. Here are some tips for effective communication with children. Be a good listener. Make an effort to listen to what your child has to say, and try to understand their perspective. This can help to build trust and show your child that you value their thoughts and feelings. Use open-ended questions. Ask open-ended questions that encourage your child to think and express their thoughts and feelings. This can help to foster good communication and encourage your child to share their thoughts and feelings with you. Be patient. Children may not always express themselves clearly or understand complex concepts. It's important to be patient and give your child time to think and respond. Use clear and simple language. Use language that is appropriate for your child's age and level of understanding. Avoid using technical or complex terms that your child may not understand. Set a good example. Children learn by watching and imitating their parents. Be a good role model by using clear and respectful language, listening to others, and being open to different perspectives. Avoid lecturing. Long-winded lectures or scoldings are often not effective in communicating with children. Instead, try to have a calm and respectful conversation with your child and focus on finding a solution to the problem. Stay positive. Use positive language and try to focus on the things that your child is doing well. This can help to build self-esteem and encourage good communication.
What are some activities parents can do to engage with their kids?
There are many activities that parents can do to engage with their kids and strengthen their relationship. Here are a few ideas. Play games. Playing games together can be a fun and engaging way for parents and kids to spend time together. There are many different types of games that can be enjoyed by kids of all ages, from board games and card games to outdoor games like catch or tag. Read together. Reading together can be a great way for parents to engage with their kids and promote a love of reading. Parents can read to their kids or have their kids read to them. Do crafts or projects. Engaging in crafts or other hands-on projects can be a fun and rewarding way for parents and kids to spend time together. There are many simple projects that can be done with materials found around the house. Go on outings. Going on outings and exploring new places can be a great way for parents and kids to spend time together. This can include visits to local attractions, parks, or playgrounds, or even just going for a walk or bike ride in the neighborhood. Have a conversation. Taking the time to have a conversation with your child can be a great way to engage with them and learn about their thoughts and interests. Parents can ask open-ended questions and listen actively to encourage good communication. Play sports or do physical activities. Participating in sports or other physical activities can be a fun and enjoyable way for parents and kids to spend time together. This can include activities like playing catch, going for a swim, or taking a hike. Cook or bake together. Cooking or baking together can be a fun and interactive way for parents and kids to spend time together. It's also a great opportunity to teach kids about healthy eating and cooking skills.
What are the advantages and disadvantages for public schools versus private schools for kids?
Public schools and private schools are two different types of educational institutions that can be options for parents seeking an education for their children. Here are some advantages and disadvantages of each. Advantages of public schools. Public schools are funded by local, state, and federal governments, so they are generally more affordable for families than private schools. Public schools are required to follow state and federal guidelines for curriculum, testing, and accountability, which can provide a consistent and high-quality education for students. Public schools often offer a diverse student body and can provide children with the opportunity to interact with and learn from classmates of different backgrounds. Disadvantages of public schools. Public schools may have larger class sizes and fewer resources, such as advanced courses or extracurricular activities, compared to private schools. Public schools are subject to local politics and funding constraints, which can affect the quality of education they are able to provide. Advantages of private schools. Private schools may have smaller class sizes and more resources, such as advanced courses or extracurricular activities, compared to public schools. Private schools may offer a more personalized education, with a focus on the needs and abilities of individual students. Private schools may have more flexibility in terms of curriculum and teaching methods. Disadvantages of private schools. Private schools are typically more expensive than public schools, as they do not receive government funding and rely on tuition and donations for support. Private schools may have a more homogeneous student body, as they may not have the same diversity as public schools. Private schools may have stricter rules and policies, and may not offer the same level of freedom and autonomy as public schools. Ultimately, the choice between public and private schools will depend on the individual needs and circumstances of a child and their family. It's important for parents to carefully consider the pros and cons of each option and choose the one that they believe will provide the best education and overall experience for their child.
What is the best ways to discipline a child?
Disciplining a child is an important part of parenting, but it can be challenging to know the best approach to take. Here are some tips for effective discipline. Set clear expectations. It's important for children to understand what is expected of them. Clearly communicate rules and consequences for breaking them. Use positive reinforcement. Praise and rewards can be an effective way to encourage good behavior. Focus on praising your child for things they do well, rather than just correcting their mistakes. Use logical consequences. Consequences should be related to the behavior and should be something that the child can learn from. For example, if a child refuses to pick up their toys, a consequence might be that they are not able to play with them until they are picked up. Avoid physical punishment. Physical punishment, such as spanking, has been shown to be an ineffective and potentially harmful method of discipline. Instead, try using nonviolent methods of discipline, such as timeouts or loss of privileges. Stay calm. It can be difficult to remain calm when disciplining a child, especially when they are misbehaving. However, it's important to try to stay calm and avoid yelling or getting angry. This can help to model good behavior and prevent the situation from escalating. Be consistent. Consistency is key when it comes to discipline. Children need to know what to expect, and they are more likely to respond to discipline if they know the rules and consequences. Avoid power struggles. It's important to avoid getting into a power struggle with your child over discipline. This can be counterproductive and can lead to more misbehavior. Instead, try to stay focused on teaching your child appropriate behavior and finding a solution to the problem. It's important to remember that disciplining a child is not about punishment, but rather about teaching and guiding them to make good choices and learn self-control. It's also important to recognize that discipline is just one part of a larger parenting strategy that should also include love, support, and positive reinforcement.
What are some good ways to reward a child?
Rewarding a child can be a good way to reinforce positive behavior and encourage good habits. Here are a few ideas for ways to reward children. Verbal praise, a simple, good job, or well done, can go a long way in letting a child know that they are doing well. Verbal praise is free and can be given anytime, anywhere. Quality time. Spending one-on-one time with a child can be a meaningful and rewarding experience for both the child and the parent. This can include activities like reading a book together, playing a game, or going on an outing. Rewards chart. A rewards chart can be a good way to track progress and give children a sense of accomplishment. Children can earn stickers or other small rewards for completing tasks or behaving well. Special privileges. Children may enjoy earning special privileges, such as staying up late, having a sleepover with friends, or choosing the family's movie for movie night. Material rewards. Material rewards, such as small toys or treats, can be a fun way to reward children. However, it's important to use caution with material rewards, as they can become the focus of the child's attention rather than the positive behavior that earned them. It's important to remember that rewards should be used in moderation and should not be the sole focus of parenting. Children should also be praised and rewarded for their efforts and progress, rather than just their achievements.
Do you agree with ChatGPT on parenting?
Thanks for watching. Please gently hit the thumbs up and the subscribe button for more content.